bar real quick.
It's not bad.
Little free bicep, big bar.
Hurt the arms.
Oh no.
Tap it.
Madison and I did the M30 workout. It was five rounds each, 10 dumbbell deadlifts, 20 jumping air squats, 10 burpees. So it was pretty terrible. She texted me earlier in the day. She's like, I want to do something hard because we went to eat Shake Shack last night. She goes, I want to do something hard before we do that. I go, okay. So I tried to crush her. BFR.
What does it do?
Cuts off most of the circulation to your arms. 50%.
You can get the same stimulus of max effort
And doing like
with 30% of the weight.
yeah.
So it's like for rehab and stuff like that, it's really good.
Those exhausted muscle things.
Kind of, yeah.
You've never done this?
It's awful.
Bro.
Like the first few minutes is tough. The
Like, it
next
makes you
10
wanna
minutes,
throw up.
yeah. Like usually AJ wants me to do like 20 minutes of ski or something. That makes you want to throw up. Like your triceps feel like they're gonna rip off. Just easy, like zone 1.
Or this evening, what we'll do before we come up with what we do this morning so we know what not to do. Tell me what you think about this. So if we paired them up, we had 2 separate workouts for this afternoon. We did, and then the other group is doing GHD double under, like same time I'm doing 100 double unders while you're doing 30 GHDs, 25 GHDs, 30 GHDs.
100 up runners.
Just trying to do movements that we might try to do again Sunday on Friday night, you know?
I don't have to worry about that because I'll probably just do a zone 2 run on
So
Sunday.
you can't get the guys to come up here and hang out for an hour or something? All right, so that's this morning. I mean, that's this afternoon. So, you gonna ride mountain bikes with us?
Today?
Yeah.
I was gonna go buy some furniture in the middle of the day
Why are you buying furniture?
because I am renting a house.
Oh, like yourself?
Yeah, for a few months.
Just for a few
You didn't know
months?
this?
No.
Well, no, just a loan for a few months.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, put this in the Train with Rich video, so I'm like at Train with Rich. What are we gonna do,
This
Coach?
is not the Train with
let's do some. Oh, you know what? Change those bar
Rory's
muscle ups to
been
handstand
to
walks. You know.
Rory's been to 2 Train with Rich workouts. Not even the entire time.
That's not true.
Dang,
Three.
The
Sorry.
first one, I did the whole first weekend when I was here.
You left.
I did.
You did leave.
And in my introduction, yeah.
He always leaves. He's always like, yeah, I'll be back this afternoon. He'll show up, jeans, for like 2 seconds, and be like, oh, you guys got this? Okay, we're going.
Ange, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
I don't need that kind of volume in my life, man.
75 hard my
I
ass.
don't need those kind of volume in my life. What did I think
He's
of?
got nothing.
You need to go out and come back in.
Yeah.
I'll try to
The
grab
funny
some
thing
wings.
was the introductions, you know? Rich would be like, and then Rose here. What do you do? And I'd be like, not much. I wish I could be here for that. Love you, bye.
No, you don't. I have a workout block now that I dispensed those other 2.
You do toe to bar again.
I thought about maybe doing that toe to bar box jump over one that you guys.
Oh, it's so bad.
Was it that?
Oh, nasty.
Was it 3?
We
was it
don't-
4 sets?
Yeah.
Toes to bar
10.
and 3
10
sets.
toe to bar, 10 burpee box jump over, 10 toe to bar, 10 burpee box jump over.
Well, I'm
10
saying
toe
4 sets of
4
toes
sets
to
of-
bar and 3 sets of burpee box jump over each time.
Yeah. 2 sets of burpees, 3 sets of toe to bar.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we went on the floor.
You went on the floor. How long was it taking?
215-ish.
So if we do 1 to
2
1,
on the good end, 220 on the bad end.
do 1 to 1 to start with that and get moving.
Yeah, that's not too terrible.
Oh, it was terrible.
I mean,
Burpees and toes to bar is one of the worst combos.
So bad. 5 sets.
oh, it's 20s?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Whoops. So much harder.
Angela, did you do the muscle up overhead squat?
Well, I can't do muscles at work.
So we're sitting there and we're finishing up squatting and I'm like, I don't really want to do anything, but let's just do something quick. And so I'm like, 12, 9, 6, muscle up, or overhead squat and muscle up. or muscle up overhead squat. And so then I'm like, all right. And I'm like, we should do 15, 12, 9. Well, I go to the bathroom, come back out. I'm like, you guys ready? And Guy and Luke go first, right? I'm like, damn, Guy just did that whole thing unbroken. The first 2 sets. And then I watched, and I'm like, I'm gonna count his last round. He did 6. And I was like, he finished. I was like, Guy, did you do 12, 9, 6? He said, yes. My bad. I said 15, and it was never a definitive, but it was like a thought that was out there, and I thought everybody heard that. Luke did 15, 12, 9.
Really?
With 145. So he had the short bar and didn't add the weights. So neither one of them.
Everyone did it.
Everyone did. And so Guy finishes. He's like, oh. So he stands there for a little while, and then he does 9 and 9 just to finish. And me and Tyler just struggle bust through it.
So he and I start the ring muscle up overhead squat one, and it starts on the rings. And Luke and Guy both sent the 12-9-6, right? So I remember watching Luke go first. Like, I was watching Luke go, and I don't know that he broke the 12s either. So I'm like, I just start on the 15s. I'm like, I'm just going to give 15 a shot. And if I blow up, I blow up. I mean, it's the last workout of the day anyway. So I get to 11, and I hear him come down at like 9. And I'm like, oh boy. So I come down at 12, and I'm like, uh-oh. And like, I just like limp through the through the end of the workout.
There was no point in doing 15 and blowing up.
No, absolutely none. Like, it was, hindsight was dumb. So anyways, I finished the workout, and Luke was like, he's sitting on the wall, and then he's like, oh, yeah, he's like, I just realized I did 12-9-6 too.
I didn't know that, because his time was like, I think it was right at or faster than, I was like, damn, like, Luke should not beat me on that workout. Not that Luke's not, but like, he should not beat me on that workout. Wait, what? You did 12-9-6 on the ring muscle up overhead squat?
Oh, yeah.
You said you did 15, 12-9, so I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like,
in my head,
I suck.
In my head, I'm starting the 12 overhead squats at the time that Luke finished, and by the time I get to the last one, I'm like thinking about just throwing the bar into the barn wall and leaving.
He said he was going to pack his things and go back to Missouri.
I was too. I was like, man, Luke smashed me on that run sandbag, and then smashes me again. I'm like, I quit.
So Rich finishes the workout like 2 minutes, 3 minutes before I do, and just walks out of the barn door, and I'm like, I'm just gonna put all my shit in my gym bag and go back to Missouri. I'm done.
It's funny. And the funny thing is, I actually thought I did 15, 12, 9, and then I went back and looked at the video, and I remember that when I did my 12th, I saw Guy come down, and I was racing, so I was like, oh, I gotta go down, or I was gonna do 15. Good time.
And 12-9-6 is a completely different workout than 15-12-9.
I look at Paige, I'm like, how was it? I'm like, you did the 15-12-9, right? She goes, it was 15-12-9. I was like, okay, I'm doing 12-9-6.
Oh, man.
It was 15. What a mess.
Oh, it was a disaster. Because I thought everybody heard me. Nobody heard me, though. So. Oh,
Actually,
man.
Luke asked me, oh, 15-12-9 or 12-9-6?
Well,
and I said 12-9-6.
But then, like, Luke said, oh, yeah, I did 15-12-9. So I left, and until just now, I thought he had done 15-12-9, and I was getting incredibly less fit. And I'm like, all right, I quit. I'm done. Like, I know I'm pretty beat up this week, but whatever.
Same shorts and the shoes.
Wow.
It couldn't be any closer.
You're going to be on a Savant's podcast with Scott, hyping up the new video.
Yeah, Sevon reached out about hyping up the new video, and so we're going to get on the podcast.
I think it'll be good.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Almost.
I like those.
Okay, enough.
I think I get hurt. You guys aren't athletic enough to like do athletic things.
Luke?
Any of them.
Oh.
Herme. The Herme.
Thick shirt. Thick shirt.
Bill. Bill is his name.
Bill. Oh, I've been putting Bill. I'm
Okay.
putting Bill.
William is
quotations.
the English translation for his name, so Bill.
He built Mount Hero. Mount Hero.
Bill.
And a good tip a good tip to pronounce my name properly. You can say Guilherme. So Guilherme. Then say it fast, like Guilherme, Guilherme, Guilherme. The word form is Guilherme. So Guilherme also works. Or Bill, whatever.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. No. I was watching. It was literally the last totem bar.
Yeah.
He jumps 21 and goes. I was like, no, stop.
Stop. Then it's sandbag.
I'm not doing this today.
Is this brand right or is this backwards?
Luke is backwards.
Is this backwards or is this right? FF, Froning Farm.
Don't kill him. We need
Looks like A.
It's just one. It's just an A.
No, it's not. Go outside, right? Dang it.
I feel like I'm teaching Lakeland how to write her letters.
We should make the transition all the way down.
If you make that, you know who's the first person to sprint it? Luke's here up to the bar.
Hey, and then the way back.
First burpee box jump over is a lunge flop.
Use the momentum.
So he's just gonna Superman the first one.
Burpee on the other side.
It's faster. I think faster. Because then my last rep is that way.
One is that way. Catch and sprint.
That's good. Oh, all kind of jacking around out here.
Well, see you later.
All right. Serious now.
That's 5, do it again.
Yep. 5 days.
Yeah.
You want to drink protein? Drink protein. Why do you need permission to do anything? Luke, no, we're done. Go get a shake at the shop, a burrito, acai. Yeah, go ahead. Just do it.
Oh, 330, not 335.
I just want to make sure I can get my gains in and not throw up everywhere. Part of that was to make him laugh. And you know, secretly he liked it.
He liked it. Tyler really liked it.
Tyler loved it, dude.
All right, so for that whole session, the toes to bar burpee box jump over, and then also the squat cleans plus some, I guess, warming up in there. Got a 6.6 strain, max heart rate 147, and an average of 107. The burpee box jump over toes to bar was really hard. The second set of burpees, the hips, you get pretty fatigued there, and then try to hang on for that last set of burpees. But if you need to scale it, I'd bring the reps down a little bit, maybe 8s of everything, but try to hit the same movements. You can even bring the box height down if you don't feel comfortable jumping over the burpee with the burpee. But it's a pretty good little workout there. Nice little burpee and toes to bar are a pretty bad complementary movement because it's pretty close to the same movement. So enjoy it, let us know how it goes, and have some fun.
I wrote that originally because my brain,
Or 10.
in my head, I was thinking 10 and 10 on the I was like, I honestly thought this would be a little easy break in the day, but now I feel,
Tranquilo? But that means like calm down in Spanish.
think about what smooth means in English.
Cool.
But yeah, they've been locked down for 2 years. Like tranquil.
Like when you see a
Like he just said.
Tranquilo.
Tranquilo.
Definition tranquil. Calm. Okay, because I always know when I think tranquilo, I think of tranquilizer dart. Because I forgot about the word tranquil. It's constantly expanding my dictionary.
Your vocabulary. Your vocabulary.
Everyone's got their own brain dictionary. Mine's expanding.
Everybody's dictionary is the exact same.
Everyone's vocabulary
It's different.
Bingo. Bingo.
Ben, this is a teachable moment for all of the YouTube world out there.
Okay.
Not you, because people did it this morning. I had this discussion with people this morning. Never put small, consecutive small 10s or small 5s. Like you can go small 10, small 5, 2.5. That's acceptable. So any plate. You distribute the weight when it drops if you have the big plates. So if you're doing multiple 10s, which I'm not a huge fan of, but if you do that, put large diameter 10s.
Or you can like bring your own plate and
Do whatever you want. Bring your own plate. Always chalk in the bucket and load your bar correctly. On your last one. Brilliant. Brilliant.
It is the fence. I saw Guy look over at it.
One more time. Week not coming in.
What?
Do something stupid like that again.
Week
A
suspension.
week suspension. I'm not kidding. There's no excuse.
Try to practice finishing strong and everything.
No.
How many times have you done the 5
Yeah.
sprints? How many times have you done the 5
When do you
sprints
ever have
training?
enough to make that big of a push at the end?
You should
if
rubber
you're
band
not
it
that far
halfway
behind.
Ben, proud of you, man.
Proud of you.
Crushed that one.
Thanks, man.
Hamstrings didn't pop. It's a good day.
Another day, another win. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah, just another day learning new things.
Mm-hmm.
Just be more educated about my body and pacing.
Do you think it's not good to practice finishing strong?
I didn't say that. He's sprint like full out. All he had sprint on his 16th 200 when he's completely fatigued. That's how you blow a hamstring. Like yeah, you pick it up 1 or 2, but he was full out sprinting. It's just dumb. Like there's no reason for it. If he had that much left in the tank, he should have went faster on the other ones.
Did you sprint it too, Guy?
I agree.
Agree?
Just a little bit. Just 30 meters. The first 30 meters.
Yeah, okay. All kidding aside, though, you're right. That was.
I did it once.
I could
and
feel
then
my
I got a
hamstrings.
lesson.
Luke gets his 1 week suspension. He does stuff like that again. Multiple occasions. He's been warned multiple times, and it continues to happen. He will not be allowed at the barn. He will not be allowed to train with the group for a whole week if he does it again.
There was an overwhelming amount of comments on the last video asking what that purple patch is on your
Yeah,
arm.
it's just testing something out. It's a continuous blood glucose monitor.
What's it showing you?
My blood glucose at the moment,
But like, what are you?
And
So
what's
what are you
kinda
learning
bizarre-
from those numbers?
I don't know. It's still trying to learn me, I guess. You do about like a series of tests for a couple weeks to figure you out. And what's very odd is completely fasted this morning. My blood sugar spikes, and I don't know if that's the lactate or what. And my body using that as fuel, or like breaking down fat from the fasting as energy. And so I don't know if it puts it as sugar or glycogen in breaking it down. So it's kind of interesting to see that, like, how my body's adapted from intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
I had like a sharp drop this morning around 8,
and then it's kind of steady. And then when we worked out and did those hard, just kind of, a good session this morning. I don't know if that's just my body using the glycogen stores or the fat, so it's kind of cool. I mean, I'm sure somebody can jump in and tell exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what any of it, how I'll use it yet, but, I just like to see, if I feel something like low blood sugary or whatever, if it really is that or what it is. So it's interesting.
Whoa!